And now I'm here. I'm pretty sure Summer feels the same about you. And the rest of us as well.
Like, that should have been a veto. Should have been a winner, baby.
A veto. Yes, yeah. Mother Nature, can we just like kill the heat?
Not kill heat. Postpone your delivery day by like 5 more months.
Then there would be no such thing as summer. It would just skip immediately to spring.
What, 5 more months just mean? No, wait. God, I don't feel like doing math.
It would actually go past spring. I think it would go to winter.
Well, that's what I want. I want winter. I don't want spring. I want winter.
I prefer fall. I hate winter, and I hate summer too.
Give me winter every day of the year in this state.
Look, you could have winter. Winter sucks.
Name me 3 things bad about winter.
Too cold. I hate it, and I don't like being cold. So you got 3.
You just said the same thing twice. Technically 3 times. You said 2 things, and the 3rd thing just reiterated both of it.
Oh, they're both factual, so.
Too cold. I hate it. And I hate it that's too cold. You just freaking said. Oh, I got my fan to the max. facing my back, and it's still warm in here.
Oh, it's nice and cold in my place, so if I get too cold,
Trade places with me.
If I get too cold, I can just simply cover up, and I'll be fine.
Listen, I'm not trying to get like too descriptive on this, but from like the waist up, I got no shirt on. Okay, like
Yeah,
I got no clothing.
That's TMI, honestly.
I'm just saying from the shirt. So this fan's on my bare back, and it's still warm in here.
Well, maybe you just suck at not being hot.
I do. I'm one pale, pasty, blankety blank. I can't say the real terminology.
Yep. Wash your P's and Q's.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's pushing
I can't wait till Thursday.
I'll do it better. I can't wait till September. Maybe October.
Oh, I'm not talking about weather. I'm talking about.
I'm talking about weather. I know what you're talking about for Thursday. I want to skip that. Therefore, you already have your system. And I get good weather. I want us both to win. Bro, I'm not even kidding. I almost fell asleep on stream, and the only thing that woke me up was hearing the Regigigas cry.
I mean, you could have canceled if you felt you'd sleep more.
This isn't just sleep. Like, my thing is, like, it's just too warm. I don't like being this warm. Because like, I'm still able to stream, so it's not like I'm not in the mood to stream. Weather just sucks. I do have to message Lumia because I think I gotta cancel tomorrow. So she's free to do whatever she wants.
Well, I messaged her earlier because. Okay, so this is how this. I played Fortnite with Ghost Chris and Star. We ended at a decent time. I got out of that. I'm like, I'm still not sleepy enough to sleep yet. So I got on Pal World with Lumion. Stayed on maybe an hour or two. Then I'm like, hey, I'm going to bed. I'll leave the server up if you want to still play. So she got off. I went to sleep. While I'm at work, I look at Discord. I see Lumion on playing Pal World. Yo, Matt, welcome in. How's it going? Then I asked, so I messaged her. I'm like, did you sleep?
Hold up, can't hear you. I'm getting a staticky sound. Oh, it's on me. It's on me. Hold on. Bro, give me a second. Still cutting out. What the? Yeah, it's freeze batteries. They're trash now. I don't care. Rolling bell. That's great. One battery. Two battery. Wow, that's bad sweat.
Matt, are you able to hear me? Let's see, my brother.
On. Hear things.
Sorry to hear about that, Matt.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear you once I said I told her the same thing to go to bed.
I was responding to my friend in chat.
That's fine.
Yeah, he was saying his brother get half of his finger removed down to the knuckle.
I'm trying to look at this spreadsheet to see if it shined, because I was too busy messing with my headset.
Well, Matt, I'm sorry that your brother had to lose half of his finger. That's why I'm saying sorry to hear that.
Okay, it's just a regular. That was the longest transition I've ever had to see. Did you like this angle of Spiritomb? How about this angle? Oh, you didn't like the Spiritomb? Here's your character. Now here's this angle of your character. Like, bro, show me the dang Spiritomb. Or the Regigigas. See if it shined.
Yes. So thinking about it, this is probably the last Switch 1 stream.
Potentially.
We'll see when I get my new system.
No. I'm still upset you won't play Mario Kart with me.
Also, should get Switch 2. Get World.
Or you can keep the regular Mario Kart, and then when you decide to stream that, you're like the downgraded version for Sable.
We'll see.
See?
We'll see. Depending on, I'll put like when I go, I'll give every game except Mario Kart just to see what that ends up in total. And then if I still feel I need a look, if I don't feel I need any more, I'll keep it.
Yay!
Otherwise, it's going bye bye.
No!
Didn't mean to zoom in.
But the downgraded version of Sable. We left Sable behind. We had to backtrace.
Am I getting Switch 2, Matt? Yes, I am.
This is IRL Matt, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey Matt from real life.
Wow, what a title to give somebody.
Listen. I have a fan blowing on my back, and I'm not cool enough right now. I don't care. Creative instinct is out the window. That's as creative as it's gonna get.
Wait, you're creative?
You and I both know I am. You make the thumbnails, and I make the content.
I also make your BRB screens.
You made
Two.
two. And one is very situational, which is probably the one that's going to get used more. Because I actually do think 90% of the times I do a BRB screen, it's because of dinner.
Yeah.
I was like, that's probably going to get used more. So whenever I'm dealing with like technical issues, I'll pull up a BRB screen. So I never use the other one. It's just the same. Bro, well, oh, you were there when I was building up the BRB screen of food to Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
And Lumion just
Yeah, I was
cut
there.
right to it. I was like,
Did he
Lumion, it's
even
called a build up.
did he even see it and react to it?
I don't even know if he did because Lumion spoiled it. Granted, she was annoyed at Pokemon MMO.
Yeah.
But it was like, Lumion, you know how build-ups work.
Am I excited for the 7 Days to Die update? What update?
7 days to die. What's going on?
7 Days to Die is a zombie survival game.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were about to tell me like which online services were gonna go down.
No.
Yep. I was like, what in darnation?
That's a new word I've never heard you say.
Darnation.
Yeah. That's something I'd expect some people around here to say, but not you.
Listen, when I'm supposed to be PG, I have to
Other
like
words.
dig down for other words because I don't want to say the same things over and over again. Because otherwise, we get the monstrosity known as soundboards, such as Yeah.
You sent me a
I'm
video?
trying not to.
Okay. I'll look at it later.
Yes, I'm trying not to create another soundboard. So therefore, I have to get creative with different words. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are jerks. I can't say the word that starts with A because that describes it more perfectly. You just know exactly.
uh,
Yeah. Bro, literally yesterday, I didn't even like record anything. I came home and I went right in my pool. I just did not care. I was like, I'll be behind for a little bit, but I don't care.
I mean,
I might just be.
I didn't even stream yesterday. I didn't really feel like it once I got home.
I never stream on Mondays, but like I said, Monday's like my record day, and I just did not feel like it. And I tell you what, when I got out of the pool and all I did was lay down in bed, I laid down. I was done. Summer sucks.
Let's see, what is this? The
Can't name one
enhanced
good thing about summer. Can't
lands,
convince me otherwise.
stronger foes. Skill masters.
You ever feel like we've been doing this for so long that we feel like one of us did something wrong? Because I'm getting to that point. Like, did we do everything right? Is there a secret step we don't know about?
Probably.
I want you to know, I'm not going to look into it today. Because I'll have my own Pokemon MMO crash out like you guys did if I look it up now in this weathering. Because I'm just not in the mood to be annoyed. Like, if I hear we have to do like a time skip type of crap, I promise you I'm setting my Switch to 2027. Like, I just don't care. I don't care, I'm living in the future. I either said to 2027 or I'll say it to the year I was born, 1996. I don't even know if the Switch can ever go to that date.
Did I like Fortnite? It's okay. It's okay. It's actually not as boring as it used to be. Although they did kind of remove all the stuff I had on the game before. I guess after a certain period of time of inactivity, they just remove all of it.
Which is stupid.
I had a bunch of like their battle pass stuff and whatever. Well, that's all gone now. And it does no good to like send them a email or anything to their customer support or whatever because they're not. Let's be real, they're not going to do anything.
They're going to say, thank you for showing us your concern. We apologize in advance for any problems you've had. Please stay with us, and we will try to resolve this conflict.
And then they'll come back with a.
And then it goes in the garbage.
Yep. Or they'll
It goes in the spam folder.
Or they'll come back with like, oh, we can't do anything about your account. Actually, we were on it before and after Matt when with the battle passes. So a mix of both.
Hey, Laura, I don't know if I even told you. I know you're not like fully interested, but I did set up like a Halo section in my server. I might do a Halo night on Discord.
Well, that's definitely something I can't participate in, as I do not own that game.
And that's it. We'll see how well it goes. If it doesn't do well enough to my low expectations, I could always remove it. But I just figured like a Discord night with the people in the servers would be kind of nice. And not just like a movie night, just something where we could like talk, hang out, shoot.
I plan on doing a movie night soon on my server, actually.
So, as much as I want to do a movie night type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
I just can't sit there for, like, let's say 2 hours, right? Let's say movie's 2 hours. I can't sit there for 2 hours and no one talking. Like, because I get bored easily. And plus, I don't stay on Discord long enough to actually host. So there's just a lot of problems with me doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you like the shiny, was it hard to get? You talk about Spiritomb, Matt? Depending on which method you're preferring. So if you talk about resets, then no. If you're talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus, then also no.
I like how you said, well, that depends. It's either no or no.
I'm just making it obvious that it was very easy in both occasions. Unless
It's the
you're
same logic as... Good.
unless you're like Lumion, who had a much tougher time than we did.
I think that's what set her over the edge that I got it. But going back to your astound the logic, that's like saying, hey, let's have a coin flip battle. Heads I win, tails you lose. Best of 3.
I'm using your sable logic. It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to.
No, only Sable does Sable logic.
I borrowed it.
You can't borrow Sable logic.
Yeah, I can.
You're not even using it right.
Oh well.
Because Sable logic, you have to defend the answer is given. Whether you're right or wrong, you have to defend it with the most obscure logics ever.
About the
most BS reasons.
about the Switch 2.
Still...
I'm still listening. I'm just reading.
Not if I'll let you read your chat.
About the Switch 2, are you worried about the low battery? No, because I play in docked mode. I don't do handheld. And if I do use handheld, it's not long enough for it to actually matter. Plus,
Good.
Plus, that's also why you carry a mobile charger with you, and carry the cartridge piece that actually works with the Switch, so it doesn't run out of battery. You always have a backup. And man, I have at least 3 to 4 of the shiny Spiritombs.
So again, no and no.
Yeah, I bet you're mostly looking forward to the GameCube games. That's a part of it, because there will be 2 games in there. No, 3 games that'll be a full blind playthrough. 2 of those are Pokemon games. One of those is a Zelda game.
Wait, you never played Coliseum or XD?
No. I hope they put Simpsons Hit and Run on there. I really do.
Okay. I think you just broke my heart that you never played Coliseum or XD.
Well, here's the thing. I never knew they existed because I never saw them ever. Even when I went to the game stores, I never saw them because they were never displayed.
My heart's breaking. Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil.
You can blame
the
the game
I'm
stores,
just
not
gonna
me.
get good.
You can blame the game stores, not me.
Yeah, that's fine. So
I played the Pokemon Shadow Lugia game. I don't know which one that is.
that's XD.
Okay, so Matt has played the Shadow Lugia one.
Alright. So this is all I'm gonna say about the game, because this doesn't talk about any of the gameplay. So it was technically an outside company made the game. It's like, you know, Pokemon Home made BDSP.
Yeah.
A different company basically made this game. Like, they're the ones that like did the story of it, and I think that's all they really did. They wrote the story. I think Pokemon worked on the graphics of it.
Makes
Also,
sense.
Moondrop, welcome in. Yep. So, with that in mind, when this outside company made the game, they made it for the people who grew up with the original games. So, you know, like in the originals, like your character is like 10 or 11. In this game, your character is like 17 or so, because that's around the age the fan base would have been at.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I'm going to talk about. I just want you to go in with that kind of perception.
Okay, didn't Banjo-Kazooie 3 come out on GameCube? You mean Nuts and Bolts? No, that travesty of a game did not come out on GameCube.
And Moondrop, I am mentally exhausted.
The Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts game came out on Xbox. I would never, ever in my life touch that game. I would rather lose both of my hands and my legs than touch that game.
That is a lie, because then you can never play a video game again, and your streaming career would be over.
I'm talking about if the choice was play that game or lose limbs, limbs are getting lost.
I was gonna say, if you could just say, lose my left leg, like you could still play video games with a missing leg. If you lose both hands, what do you expect to play a video game?
I don't know.
Yeah, say like what, you're gonna use your arm nubs, like
but
that's like saying, I'd rather lose my sight. How are you supposed to do things? You can't play a video game with no sight.
but like on a full on Nuts and Bolts would never play ever. I'd rather go find like the actual worst rated game and play that.
Okay, if that's the case, then I have a proposition.
I'm not playing that one. I know where you're going. I know where you're going with that.
You said it though. You said.
I said if I had to play, if the choice was that game or the worst rated. That's what I said.
That's fine. Guys, we're either getting him to play Banjo, Nuts and Bolts, or we're gonna get him to play Balan Wonderworld. Let's do it. I finally get my wish. Never 100 degrees in Boston, am I? I worked in the warehouse and it was mucky feeling. It was awful. I hate it.
I did not mess up, Matt. There's no way that Sable can get me to play a game where if you press this button, it does this action. If you do this one, it does the same action. If you do that one, it does the same action.
A, B, X, and Y does one action only. A is to jump, B is to jump, X is to jump, Y is to jump.
ET game. There's an ET game.
Of walking outside. Bro, the place I work at has a very little shade. Because, like, the sun is positioned at a specific spot. The sun on glass windows in the warm room. And guess what? I gotta keep going into that warm room. That's the main room. It sucks! Imagine going in and feeling all nice in a cooler. Then you walk out and you feel like crap. It also didn't help I kept having, like, flies coming around me because of how warm it was. It was like, that. I felt like having a bug zapper around my wrist, just like go. It's just zap these little jerks. I know they're not about to make dinner this late. Yeah, I'm not eating. I don't care.
I'm gonna check this, then I'm gonna have to BRB. It's not shiny. Go figure. Alright, BRB.
No Moondrop, welcome to the Discord.
Back. Discord to actually connect. Connected. Yes, they will want to eat. Yep, I thought so. I thought so. I'll just keep resetting. Okay. So, this is honestly going to take probably forever to get a shiny Regigigas. Reset methods are usually the worst. Look at, if I just reference what I'm doing with Pokemon Shining Pearl, that's feeding into the same thing. But this is full odds, especially since Journey Charm doesn't affect anything with raids. Journey Charm only affects Overworld, question mark, and the Dynamax Adventure. Everything else, I believe, still stays at full odds. And it's not like the 1 in 300 or the 1 in 100. It's back to the original. Like, you're back to 3,000 and something. I don't know how long Sable's been gone. It'll be maybe half an hour plus before he comes back. Time to guess. Hear noises. And if anyone interested, Pokemon Go is doing a Growlithe thing, so if all your best chance at a shiny on Go if you're after that. On shiny. Nope, that's regular. Another good thing that the Switch 2 is going to provide is faster loading time. When I hear Scarlet and Violet is so much better with the Switch 2 than it is with Switch 1, I will have to simply test that out. Regular Regigigas. If I get this while he's away eating, that's gonna be funny. I hear noises every now and then from the side. Nope, that's not it. We're going again. And I know like, these resets is not very entertaining, honestly. But I still hope you guys will stick with us on it. Arms, that's here for. I don't know if anyone on Sable's side can still hear me. But what is your thoughts on his BRB stream? Okay, it's a regular Reggie. That's shiny. Anyway, moving on. I hear noises on this side. Does that mean on its way back or? I think me right now is my spirit tomb. You're talking, huh? wrong mode thing. I was going too far ahead. Yeah, gonna take forever. If I can get this stream, this would be amazing. Really would. Regular, moving on. For those of you that know, the sable usually takes 30 minutes to an hour or 3 hours to come back. You might be waiting a moment or so. on shiny. Nope, that's not it. I like Discord's picking it up, and so is my stream. All the subtle sounds. He forgot to mute when he went to go on his BRB. Don't know if I should count that as a sable blunder or not. Nope. I don't know how many resets I've done. It's a lot at this point. 3 hours worth, a few streams worth. It's a lot. I know you can be shiny. I've seen it happen. Waiting for the moment he comes back. He's like, I'm back. Oop, now that picked up. Just had to hydrate real quick. in. Oh, he's back.
Yeah. I do feel a little better because I just realized, like, I never technically had a meal today. So it wasn't that I was tired, I was just hangry. Well, let me phrase that. I kinda had a meal.
Kinda. What counts as?
Yeah.
What qualifies as kinda?
A chicken sandwich from McDonald's
Okay.
with fries and a water.
I guess that does.
It,
That qualifies, I suppose.
yeah, but like, is it really a meal though?
I wouldn't consider it a meal. It's such a
Yeah.
small
See, I mean,
thing.
but it, it, but they, but McDonald's calls it a meal.
And they're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead. To the most is the hobby share. Gotcha, Moon. Moon drop. I almost said shine instead of drop. Yeah, that's definitely the wrong name.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I got the moon right.
Yeah, but you fumbled
Also,
on the
highly.
second half.
Listen, it doesn't change the fact I'm still mentally exhausted, but I feel better after I ate. Next, like the moment I told them, I'm not going to dinner. I'm stupid. Next, like shortly after I told you, like, yeah, I'm not getting anything to eat. I'm not eating dinner. And I had to
You
think,
did it
like,
anyway.
no, because here's what happened. I had my own self train of thought. Like, wait, when do I ever turn down food? Because the
Easy.
moment I do, everyone gets concerned and worried. And I mean, everyone, even if it's like a free pretzel at work, people look at me like, "Art, like Sable, we're offering you a free pretzel. Do you understand what we are saying?" It's like, yes, I just don't want a pretzel.
I didn't realize you not eating was such a big to do.
It is. It's, you know, there's like the Ten Commandments, or not the commandments, like the unspoken rules, right?
Yeah.
When you know me in person, you will know I never skip food. Like, someone has to be dying if I'm not eating. You know what I mean? I know it's taking it to the extreme, but that's the concern people have when I say no to food.
Well, once in a blue moon, things happen.
They do, but it still doesn't stop panic attacks. But anyway, what I was saying was, like, the moment I told you, like I'm not getting anything to eat. I'm not eating dinner. It's like, when do I ever pass food? What did I eat today? Like, peanut butter and jelly at work,
Yo, Ghost Chris, welcome in.
and McDonald's. I didn't eat anything. We go get dinner. Because I would have been one grumpy sable at work. Like, I'd probably, like, snap on everyone. And a pissed off sable is not a good sable to be around. Because, like, there's this thing called collateral damage.
Uh-huh.
This is like a collateral explosion. Like, everyone gets it. Like, if you're in the area, you're screwed. It's like a collateral grenade. If you're in eyesight, you're done.
I'm doing good, Ghost Chris. How about you? Hopefully the heat over where you're at is bearable today.
Yeah, ask me. You know what? My heat to be bearable.
But you already explained that it's not, so I'm not gonna ask.
I know, but you could still hope. I just want it to be winter. That's all I want.
Yeah, until it
I
actually
don't
is
think I
winter,
have for money.
then you're gonna want some of that warmth back.
Absolutely not. I promise you, Lord, I promise you, I would rather chop off both feet before I would ever say I want it to be summer again. I can promise you that. I can even get more descriptive than that if you want me to.
Rather not.
Yeah, so don't ever say I ever want it to be summer.
We'll see.
The only way you'll ever see me want it to be summer is if I'm in Antarctica. The only but you'll ever see me say, I wish it was summer. Antarctica has some beautiful weather from what I've seen from Scooby-Doo. They had like one episode where they were in Antarctica. Beautiful weather. The one thing I learned from that show, where it's like they're with like the geologist expert or whatever, and it's they say, when's the sun ever come out? July. Like until then, it's a forever night. And like later on, they even made a joke about how scary it was during the night. And Shaggy just turns around and is like, yeah, and it's like 3 more months until morning. It's one thing I learned about Antarctica. And I belong there. I belong there for the weather. But I don't belong there for anything else. The habitat, no. The wildlife, no. They
I
got
mean,
polar bears out there, man.
and so what we have over here is like grizzlies and stuff.
Okay, but they also have what's like seals, man. Seals are vicious. They'll
No,
eat anything, man.
you just simply stay out of their way. Wow, problem solved.
Okay. I'm actually curious on something. I'll do some research.
I think after stream, I'm gonna start looking through all my save data and whatever I don't want, then delete it. When I transfer stuff over, all of the stuff I don't want does not come over.
Antarctica. Human population. The population of the entire continent of Antarctica, according to AI, is about 5,000. It's primarily consisting of scientists and research station staff. But in the winter, it goes down to 1,000 people. I don't even want to look at the temperatures. Too scared.
But
I'm
yeah,
expecting like
but yeah, you say
negative 40.
Yet you say you belong there, but you're scared to look at the temperature.
I bel
Come on now.
I belong there for the fact that it's a guaranteed cold, and it's nighttime. Like, say what you want about this next statement, but I hate the sun.
Well, here's the thing. You would never like wake up. You'd wake up, oh, it's still dark outside. I'm going back to sleep.
Exactly. I don't
Over
see the problem.
over and over again.
Not over and over again. Eventually, I'm gonna be like, dang, I've been asleep for 24 hours.
And isn't too much sleep a bad thing as well? Or is it lack of? I think it's definitely lack of, but I don't know if you can sleep too much.
You can. Because if you sleep too much, your body's not getting the, what's it called? Like the movement and stuff.
Hmm.
There's scientific words I'm forgetting to say, and I apologize for that. But if you basically slouch around all day, your body's not getting the like exercise that it needs. Because while yes, your body needs to rest, your body also needs to exercise to counterbalance it. So if all you're doing is resting, your body doesn't get. Your body just gets lump. How many times have you guys like overslept on a day off? So like there's no adrenaline to like rush you to get up. But if you oversleep on a day off and you just try to get out of bed and you like wobble a bit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like
think I've
that's
I don't think I've experienced that because I usually just
yeah.
I consistently move anyway.
Or do you toss and turn in your sleep?
Yeah. So
That might be a different issue.
so yeah, I'm consistently moving anyway. I think that's part of having ADHD. I think the consistent need to move.
Gotcha. Because what was it? I mean, honestly, I'm kind of the same way. I just know there have been a few nights where, like, I'm on one side of my bed.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, I'm on the other side. And I kid you not, I don't know how this happened. But, so, one night my head was on the, like, headboard and stuff. Feet were at the foot of the bed. I kid you not, the next morning, my head was at the foot of the bed and my feet were at the headboard. I just looked up and I was like, what did I do?
I think
Like, you know, there were so many situations that went in my head, like, did I go out drinking and not remember? What happened?
I have a unique setup with my bed. I have like one of those very long pillows, not like a body pillow, but it's half the size of one. I have that going across one side of the bed, like the side section, and then I have my regular pillows at the headboard. But it doesn't matter which way I fall asleep, I have pillows and my blankets are right there. So no matter which way I'm sleeping, it's good.
Me and you are about to agree on something because I read this story. Well, I shouldn't say I read this story. Like a video where they were reading like a Reddit thread, and it was like, when did you realize like your partner was going like crazy or whatever?
Huh?
And one person said when their bed was not touching any walls. Like, because you know, like the headboard's always on a wall.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where that's
There's
mine is.
it planted in the middle of the room, just nope, no wall. Not even like the sides were connected. It was just in the middle of the room. I was like, you are a psycho.
I mean, for my bed, it's not fully connected to the wall, but the headboard is on the wall.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying like connected, like it's like glued there, or if it's like
But
touching,
it's got to be at least
against
close
the wall.
enough. Gotta be at least close
Yeah.
enough to it.
Like I already want you to know, like I'm already planning on like moving my bed strictly to the corner of the room. Because that's just so much space I'm looking at that's not being used. It's like, I hate that. I need to take a vacation from work. Bro, when my boss comes back from vacation, I gotta have a serious talk with him.
I wish I could take a vacation, but I don't get paid vacation, so I can't afford to do so.
Permission to curse freely one time.
No,
One curse word.
no.
It has the letter S in it.
But it's the one I'm thinking of. Lumion uses it a lot, even when we're streaming, so I think it's probably.
Okay. That's some bullshit. On a side note, at least I asked permission first. Because I couldn't think of a PG word for it. Couldn't think, that's stupid. Like, that doesn't fit.
You could have just said bullcrap.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't feel right. Like, how many times have you heard Lumian go like, son of a biscuit? And
A lot.
every time she says it, it irks me. And it shouldn't. I'm like, just say the word. Say it! Say it, say it, say it! Like, she's getting like critted 3 times in a row by a move that shouldn't even be hitting her. It's like, oh, son of a biscuit. Listen, you bootleg Caillou, I don't want to hear this PG stuff anymore. Just curse.
Well, that's what happens when you're PG channel. You don't swear.
Well, just get the censor thing. Like, just have like a little button on the side where you just press it and it just goes. Like, oh, son of a. Like, I need to get one of those just for me when I'm with you guys. Because there are so many times, like, when I'm using a controller, I'm only using like one hand the entire time. Only when streaming. If I'm playing an actual game at like off stream, I'm like, I have both hands on the controller like a normal person. But streaming, I literally just use my thumb for most of the buttons because I just use the same buttons over and over again.
Yeah, Ghost Chris's. Oh yeah, just add a bleep on a stream.
Just like a bleep button. So it's activated by the bleep. Like if I change my keyboard and it's like the enter button is my bleep. It's like, oh, listen here, you piece of bleep. I will bleep it, bleep, bleep. And then when I'm done, you can go bleep yourself. And I think it's a great idea.
Well, if I ever intended to swear on my channel, maybe I would take that advice, but I don't have any intentions of doing so.
So, Lord, if you ever decide, because I know we had this conversation, like, if YouTube tries to shut our channels down, and we said we're just going to start back up with the name change,
Mm-hmm.
are you going to be a non-PG streamer at that point? If you had to like, rebrand altogether?
No.
Really? Really?
I'd stick to what I am currently.
A piece of bleep? But I laughed.
Isn't that cute? But it's wrong.
But I laughed. I can't even say the quote that was in my head when you spammed the what twice. Like you've heard of the show Tosh.0, right?
No.
Okay, then never mind. You wouldn't get it. because there was this probably, I say popular because it was like over 1 million views of this one like song. And again, I can't say what the lyric of the song was, but as soon as you say what, it makes me think of the following line. I'm gonna have to show you the song. So I can't even finish the quote because you're gonna just, if I ever say this quote to you, you're just gonna look at it and be like, okay. Yeah, okay. Can't find the song. But what were we talking about before?
That beats me.
Right? Chat, help us. Mainly me.
Yeah, mainly say they will need all the help you can get.
I know, right? Oh yeah, it was about work. So the friend that got me a job, he put in his notice and stuff, and from what he said, his like hourly wage is like capped out, so he was at the max for like years and years.
Hmm.
And if he would have known that, he would have left sooner. But the problem is, if that's true, I'm only $1 an hour away from being at the max. So I gotta figure out if that's true. Because if it is, I want to know what choices I have as far as moving up in the company.
Hmm.
Because if I'm going to be at the max, like, granted, it might be by April of next year that I get the next raise. Maybe sooner than that, like January or something. But again, if that's what it is, the following year I won't get a raise. Like, that's concerning to me. And I like the job I'm at. Like, even though today sucked, it only sucked because of the weather. The work didn't suck itself, you know? So I
Yeah.
still like this job, but I gotta look for the future as well. So it's like I gotta make decisions now.
Oh, I don't necessarily like the work I do, but it pays good, so that's the only reason I tolerate it. Plus the GM that I have an issue with from time to time, more than not. She's gonna be leaving next month, so that's good. I'll get to move
Which means
away
you
from
can
her.
call out more.
No, I
I
wouldn't.
know.
I wouldn't go that far.
Fine. When I say more, I mean like whatever your personal max is. Let me rephrase my statement. You can call out without worries of retaliation.
That's a much better way of putting it. There you go.
Yeah.
Almost restarted without going into the den.
But how many times I almost restarted before even opening the game? Like, you know when you get to that loading screen where it makes like the opening intro?
Yeah,
You know how many times I hit the home button on that?
probably too many to count.
I know. It's like, when I look at it, it's like, oh wait, I didn't do that yet. But this is how like annoyed or hangry I was. When I did the first reset, I closed the game and then put Switch on sleep mode.
Okay.
The
Not sure
first
what
one, I
good
do
that'll
that.
do you.
Yeah, it's literally the first thing I did. Oh, between that and I fast traveled to the den. Never saved, and I was about to open up the den. I was like, wait, I need to save first. I was like, they even said, like, the only thing I'm prepared on right now is not the curse on stream. That's the only thing I'm prepared with. You guys gotta give me credit. I do really good for not cursing on stream. 'Cause I was worse before.
Worse before, yeah.
I was. I got a lot better. I'm not more PG than you guys on your streams.
Definitely not.
Fine, I'm more PG than Lumia.
Okay. Alright, I'll meet you in the middle on that one.
I said you guys, meaning plural, so I like included everyone.
I think I've slipped up like twice.
I only slipped up like 3 times.
2 or 3 times in one stream.
Well, because slip up implies accident, and there were times I cursed without it being an accident. I still think my favorite, like, accidental one was on Let's Go. I don't even know if you were. I know you weren't on call, but I don't know if you were in chat. We were going over Lumion's like team, and she had the shiny Paris, and I said, "I guess you can have this useless blanket thing," and I did not say blanking. I said the full word. Like I genuinely hated this thing. I still do. Like I can't even be mad at you being like annoyed at a Cub shoe anymore. Because now it's like, I get it. We hate Pokemon for different reasons, but we still hate a Pokemon.
Yeah, as far as a Cubchoo is concerned, I think can burn.
I feel the same way about a Paris. And it's funny because they both lose the fire. It's just mine super loose. I think I even told you one day I wanted to do like a stream where I just go and kill Paris. Hey Legion. Like that's all I would do. Just go to the place, kill every Paris I see, and then just leave.
I mean, that's pretty much what
I'm doing that.
I think that's what I almost exactly what I did when I was playing with Lumi and Shep on the randomized Sapphire game. I ran into Cubchoo every time I ran into a Cubchoo, I could not pass it up or run away from it. I needed to destroy it.
Like a Pokemon just has to die, right? Like if Electrode's sole purpose is to explode, why can't like Paris's sole purpose is to be burned, you know? Or scorched. You know what I mean? I was telling a friend, this was like years ago, because I said, the only thing Fortress is good for is to explode. Like, that's not a nice thing to say about Fortress. I was like, okay, name me one bug type move it can learn. And name me the bug type move the bug type can know. Name one. And he started naming the bug moves he knew of, just not the ones that Fortress could know. It's like, can I learn X Scissor? No. Can it learn like I you take that back, Fortress is best way. Legion, hear me out. If you can name me 4 good moves on a Fortress, and you cannot use self-destruct or explosion, I would love to hear this. It could be your favorite, but its sole purpose is still to die.
There you go again, Sable. Insulting people's favorite Pokemon.
Listen, y'all can talk bad about a Sableye all you want. I'm not afraid of her backlash. Matter of fact, I welcome it. Kind of thrive on it, honestly. But God, name me 4 moves a Fortress can know that are good, and you cannot use explosion or self-destruct.
Why'd you up the number? You said 3 at first, now it's 4?
No, I said 4. I said 4 the first time. Because the reason I said 4 is because Pokemon can know up to 4 moves.
Well, duh.
Yeah, so if you can name me the 4 moves of a fortress that is not explosion or self-destruct, then I'll be glad to take it back. And I need to see actual moves it can know. So I don't want to see randomly pull out like, oh, maybe a fortress can use Flare Blitz. Like, no! Hydro Pump. It can't know that. Like, no, real moves it can know. Because it even has the ability Sturdy, so it guarantees live on 1. So it can go boom. Like, listen, my favorite Pokemon Sableye, and Sableye is one of the worst abilities I've ever seen in a Pokemon game. Like, the ability Stall has no purpose whatsoever. It's got no true benefit. You automatically go last. It's like, that never helps.
Would a Quick Claw even counter the ability?
It might. Oh, wait. Yes, a Quick Claw does counter it. But at that point, why do you have Stall when they have Keen Eye and Prankster? Okay, Legion gave me a list of moves. I said 4. Bug Bite's a very strange pull to use. They like Prankster. No, it is amazing. But however, if you have a different Sableye, it's not good. You can't tell me Keen Eye has its... Well, not Keen Eye. You can't tell me Stall has an amazing quality to it. And Keen Eye is super situational. And Lord, in case you don't know what Keen Eye does, is you can never lower my accuracy. That's all it is. So if you want to use Mud Slap to lower it, all you're doing is just slapping me with mud with no side effects. But okay, so let's see. Okay, Bug Buzz, I'll give you. Protect, Iron Head, and Bug Buzz. I guess Lunch would be fine. I can't see Magnet Rise. Because that's to avoid getting hit by ground moves, and the Fortress isn't super affected by ground type. Because Bug resists ground.
Hopefully you can't hear that noise.
What noise?
Okay, good. Can't hear it.
Okay, but Legion, Bug resists ground. Therefore, Earth, like ground type damage is neutral. I'm giving you the Bug Buzz and Iron Head and Lunge. The only reason I would have Protect is if it's like the double battles. I mean, I guess Iron Defense is okay. You're not going to try to defend Struggle Bug. Because, like, what if you're fighting a, trying to think of a good physical fire type Pokemon? Well, obviously, if it's fire, you're not staying in, but, yeah, but, like, lowering special attack, what if I'm fighting a physical attacker? Like a Poliwrath. Fortress versus Poliwrath Struggle Bug's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, that looks weird.
That's why you have iron defense. You're gonna go with struggle bug or iron defense. Bug buzz and iron head. I don't know. I still go by my statement that its sole purpose is to die. So I just don't see a neutral fight of a fortress versing something and winning. Notice I said neutral fighting. Sure, if you're fighting like an Alakazam, yeah, you have a shot. Because Bug beats Psychic. And Steel resists Psychic. But incorrectly, Fortress has a defensive. Good luck using physical moves. That's all I'm saying. Legion, I promise you. You build your best fortress, I'm gonna get a Poliwrath. One-on-one. Poliwrath learned Fire Punch. No, I'm kidding,
That's what to say, I know that you're not asking what a Pokemon can learn.
It was also more of a joke of super effectiveness. Even though it can't even know Fire Punch. It can know Ice Punch. Let's see. Listen, I know I'm right. Pokemon knowledge is one of my strong suits. I'm actually good with the knowledge of Pokemon. Especially if it's the super effective chart. I win. I'll win that quiz show every time. And will the stupid fortress just shine? Or fortress. Will the stupid Regigigas just shine?
Sable Blunder.
No, we were talking about fortress. Replace Magnarize with Heavy Slam. Legion, I've been saying that Fortress is not super affected by ground this whole time. As I said, Magnarize is not a good pull for a move. Okay. Heavy Slam, I'll give you. Heavy, because Fortress is one heavy Pokemon. I will give you Heavy Slam. I will take that with honor. I will say I'm wrong with that part. Lord, I think I might have told you this during Soul Link, but did I tell you about the an encounter that killed my favorite Pokemon of the team?
No.
I feel like I did, but it was the encounter was a Bronzong, and I sent out my Frostlass, freshly evolved Frostlass too. I think I had it for like 30 minutes. Because in my head, it's like, yes, Steel beats Ice. I know that, but I couldn't picture a Steel move this thing would have. I just couldn't think of it. And so, I used my Ghost type super effective move to put it in the yellow. When I tell you Bronzong pulled out Heavy Slam, and Lord, if you don't know, Heavy Slam is one of those moves that does more damage if you're heavier than your opponent. Bronzong, heavy. Frostlass, feather. I got one-shotted. There was no chance I was ever gonna live that. And the friend I was on a call with for that Soul Link me and him did,
Mhm.
he scolded me. He's like, "Did you really just send out an ice type to fight a steel type?" It's like, no, I sent out a ghost to fight a psychic. Sable. Yeah. What type is Frostlass? Ghost. And it's a ghost type.
You forgot Frostlass is a dual type?
No, I was just arguing a stupid point. It's like, what type is Bronzong? It's psychic. And who cares? It's ghost versus psychic. I win. But did you win? No, it cheated.
Of course.
Do you know what the slap in the face was?
Hmm.
The fact that the Bronzong got a crit. But I promise you that crit did not matter. Because the moment I saw the move, I was like, oh. And I even told him, like, I hope you weren't too fond of him. Like, dude, we just evolved him. Yeah, what did you lose it to? Bronzong.
You
You're an
lost.
ice type. It's like, yeah, but I'm also a ghost. I just would not let go of that ghost for a psychic.
Yeah, I can see it. Honestly.
I could say, yeah. Yeah. See, you see, I'm in the right.
No. I
Ghost
never
beats
said
psychic.
that.
But ghost beats psychic. Listen, Heavy Slam's one of those, like, newer moves, you know? You can't really know too much. It's only been out since, like, what, Gen 5 or 6? It's one of the newer moves. Okay, but Legion, here's the question I gotta ask. Is a fortress attack that good? You understand my fortress is on. I got no soul destruction on my fortress. Okay, well now I gotta make a fortress. Or a polyrad. Son of a Bisharp. Your fortress versus my Charizard. Right, your fortress versus my Blaziken. I win. Steel Fortress has Zap Cannon. Now you're just adding moves. Fine, if you're doing that, I'm bringing in camera up. Now your Zap Cannon's useless, and I resist your bug and steel move. I win. Yeah, but a camera up makes it neutral. Because even though rock beats fire, ground resists rock. So camera up wins. I have bright powder, so you miss.
I feel like this conversation is gonna go on forever.
It could. Listen, I'll argue BS strategies. I'm also the type of guy that tries to make an advantage from hitting his own Pokemon. Because my one strategy is with a Pissimian and a Mudsdale. So if I change Mudsdale to a fighting Terra type, and I have my Pissimian use beat up on my Mudsdale, it's such resisted damage, but Mudsdale has to have the ability stamina. So each time it gets hit, its defense stat goes up by 1. And in VGC, in a double battle, it would hit 4 times. So that means Mudsdale's defense would be at +4. There's a fighting type move called Body Press, where the higher your defense stat, the stronger this move is. So I'd be attacking myself, dealing very minimal damage, but I would be dealing a lot of damage to the opponent. I'm smart like that. I think that someone told me like the strategy I created, someone's found a way to make it better. Because they changed out what's it called? They swapped the Mudville for an Archlegon. With the same move, I don't think they changed to Terra. I think they just kept it. But they replaced Pissimian with Mousehole. Because Mousehole has that signature move, Population Compound, where it can hit up to 10 times. But there's an item that makes it guaranteed to hit 10 times. That's stupid. Why would you hit it additional 4 times? It's already plus 6, it's dealing extra damage on nothing. Just ready my polyrath. Yeah, why do you go polyrath? What game are we doing in this season? We have to do this game, right? Wait. We're going to be a fortress.
Scarlet Violet.
Yeah, being stupid. I couldn't think of a fortress in any game. Like, wait, where did you get that?
Yeah, you can get it in Scarlet and Violet. It's in the game.
This is how much I like that game. I forgot Fortress was in it. And I have a shiny Fortress. I completely forgot about it. I was like, yeah, the area where there's like the Heracross, there's Saucebuck, Sudowoodo, Toad School. Like, there's no. Oh, there is a fortress there. Okay, so I gotta go get a Poliwrath. Man, I gotta work.
That's what happens when your mouth opens and you proceed to put your foot in it and swallow.
No. I just don't care about Scarlet Violet that much.
But here's the thing, you weren't
Like,
complaining. You weren't complaining about Scarlet Violet just now. You were complaining about I have to do work. Well, if you wouldn't have to, if you wouldn't open your mouth, put your foot in it, and proceed to swallow.
Oh no, I'm not regretting my statement. I'm just the fact that I gotta catch a Poliwrath.
Real question is, why don't you already have one?
Because I probably released it because I didn't really want one anymore. Dude, I literally cleared up so many boxes to do Masuda hunting. I was like, I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I mean, for all I know, I do have a polyrat. Fine, Legion. No terastallization. I promise. Okay.
Pressure your foot.
Well, no, I could easily. If I terastallize, that's an immediate loss. Oh, it's like this one person from work. And I've told you stories about this guy. The complaining driver. So every now and again he makes this statement. I used to do the such and such route by myself. And so I just look at him like, good for you. Because that's the route I do now. So he's just saying it to get to make everyone try to feel like he should be praised for how good he is. So I was like, oh, good for you. It's like, oh, shut up, dude. I could run laps around you on that route. It's like, I would love to see that. Because now I'm just antagonizing him. Well, so I either have asthma or I'm just out of shape. It's one of the two. Because I breathe heavily after like the third stop. I'm thinking it's asthma, but my whole life everyone told me I'm just out of shape. Neither here nor there. So he made the statement about, it's like, yeah, don't worry, by like the second stop you're gonna be breathing heavily on me, I know it. And granted, this dude's a 64-year-old man. And I just turned and was like, dude, every week you always complain how your leg's killing you, your neck's killing you, you can't make quick turns because your back's hurt. I give you 2 stops before you even complain about that. That's another thing. If we ever do this, first one to complain automatically loses. Because at that point, I win. He did not like that at all. That's probably the only work story I'm actually allowed to share for stream. And what do you mean not necessarily Legion? Wait, Lord, you're off tomorrow and the next day?
Yeah.
Nice.
That means I'll be on Thursday. I'm waking up. And wake up at 10. I can leave the house by 10:30 and wait outside of the game store. Wait for it to open.
You might want to get there soon.
I know what time the game.
You might not be the only person in line.
Nobody else.
People camp out there.
Nobody else is gonna do that. I know better. I know my area, and I know how people actually work. and they're not gonna do that.
Just make sure they don't staple the receipt to your box.
The only place I've ever seen like people camp out at is like a Walmart. Other than that, that and a Best Buy.
I could picture a Best Buy.
But that's about it.
But GameStop, it's known for its games.
Nobody's gonna wait outside of a GameStop like that unless it's a midnight release. All I can tell you is when I go there and they do have the one I'm wanting. You know, the bundle with World in it.
Depending on how much you better hope that it's good enough.
some of the games I traded that I keep deluxe.
Well, obviously you're gonna keep the luck. So that way you can say we had to leave Sale behind, so he's catching up now.
Not necessarily. If I don't think it's good enough, I'm gonna get rid of that too. I would say I would get rid of my Switch 1 to them, but then I'd have to bring the dock and the wires. And I'm not a
And once you have to... Oh, you already have your stuff saved to the cloud first, right?
Anything that can be saved to the cloud, yes, and anything else I have an SD card.
Gotcha.
Which I'm gonna need to move a lot of stuff off the SD and into the system data, because I don't think you can transfer data from your card to a system that doesn't have a card in it.
You don't want to lose all that work you're trading in your Switch 1.
Well, the Switch 1 is not getting traded in.
So what's the problem?
The problem is getting the data from the first one to the second one. Pay attention. You'll learn something.
If you're not getting rid of your Switch 1, you don't have to worry about transferring over. You can still play your Switch 1 and get its money's worth still. Everlast.
Switch 1 has already gotten its money's worth.
Yeah, but now you can get its money's investment worth.
I want to kill you.
Thor's coming to New Jersey!
Not likely, Mr. Shore.
I want you to know, I told a different driver how in the friend group everyone just wants to hit me. And I just turn around like, oh, they're coming to New Jersey. And the driver just looked at me like, no one's ever gonna come down here just to hit you. All I gotta do is reach out to one of us and we'll do it for them.
Okay, put me in contact with one of these people immediately.
Absolutely not. I'm not that dumb.
Actually, wait, I just thought about something. Doesn't that one friend that comes to your stream, doesn't he work with you?
He does.
Okay, I'll ask him.
You don't know what his name is.
I've heard you say his name many a time. And if not, I can just go look at any stream that we've done together that he's appeared in.
Once you know,
And
he's
learn the name.
only appeared in one stream.
I'll go digging for that. I would.
Okay, what's his name? What's his name?
Didn't I just say I would go digging for it? Didn't I say that?
What?
Or did you?
I
Or is
stream
this
like 5 days a week. I mean,
I'll go through all
so
of
you
them.
gotta really how to stream.
I'll do that. I'll just search everything.
Dude, what if I just make a public announcement? What if I don't make a video on it? What if I just say it during a stream? You know?
Say
I
what?
like that idea better.
Say what?
Legion says if he wins, I have to make a video about how awesome a fortress is. How about during a stream I do a speech?
Nah, Legion wants a video.
Think of that, like, because if I do it during a stream, you can have it as a clip.
But if you do it as a video, you could just, if you have a premium, you could just download it. But you could also just put so you'd have the video, so there you go.
I'll make a video and send it. I'm not posting it. I'll send it to you.
You're
Not putting that in my algorithm.
Oh, now you're gonna break rules. Okay, rule breaker.
First off, these are conditions. These are not rules. Is like a.
Then you're gonna
This is a bet.
Then you're gonna go back on your bet. Wow.
First off, I didn't make this bet. I'm not agreeing to this at all.
No honor. No honor.
No. I said I'll say it on a stream. I'll say it live. Really, the first thing I talk about. Afraid you'll lose? No, I just don't feel like making that video. I don't feel like making it. I got because again, just think like this. I got like 4 videos to make tomorrow, and soon I'm gonna be adding more workload, so I'm gonna be like burnt out from recordings. Even if it is gonna be like a 30-second video. Because all it's gonna be like, so Fortress can beat a Poliwrath. Ooh. Fine. I'll clip it if I want. There you go. And like I said, it'll be the first thing I talk about, so it's not gonna be like a hidden thing. But if I win, you gotta give me $1,000.
Wow.
What? Afraid? You know, Legion, I got a better one. Because I think money's tight for you. Lord, if I win, you gotta give me $1,000 on Legion's behalf.
No.
$1,000 in Monopoly money. Absolutely not. That's me street money.
I'll go to my computer, hook up a printer, and then print you like images of money, and then give you that.
That's illegal. That's
It's
what counterfeit.
No, it's not. Nope, because it's not printed money. It's just pictures of money.
You know what you should really just do? Just be that guy. Like, you don't have to have your face in it, but if you have a picture of you holding a dollar bill, it only shows you from, like, the neck down to the waist, holding the dollar. Be like, $1, $2, just send me 1,000 of those.
Send you 1,000 pictures of the same picture.
Well, actually, I was thinking, like, 999, and for the 1,000th one, it's you having your middle finger up.
That's a lot of effort. It really is.
I know, because I gotta give you a mailing address for me to pick it up. Dude, my hair is all sweaty. Sucks. It's surprising how much food actually changes your mood. I was on this call earlier before dinner, I wasn't talking, I was grumpy. Now back to my antagonizing self. I bet Lord's wishing I still didn't eat.
Wait, nothing you're saying is bothering me, so.
I know. Listen, it's called a joke.
Oh, it's a sable thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
The fact that you just went along with it.
There was one guy I used to work with that, not really work with, I like socialized with at Walmart. And the one day we were all on a break together, and I was just outside, and if you guys know Sable enough, you know he is the instigator. 400% the instigator. So I did what any Sable does. I instigated. And the guy just turned, looked at everyone else. It's like, I used to like this guy. He used to be nice. And then he just started talking. And I just don't like him anymore.
He was a great guy until his mouth opened.
Yeah. If he doesn't talk, he's nice. If he talks, you're just gonna want to hit him. Like, that sounds about right. Alright, and so if I, in the first month, Black Pad Team, it had a 65% win-loss record. But how many battles did you do? You can't just tell me this, the percentage without the battles. Because if you had 3 battles, it only won 2 out of 3, basically. Over 100. That's still close to 50. It's closer to 50 than it is 100. What's the number I want? 80. An 80% victory is better. And maybe I should check the den before I reset. That'd be smart.
Yeah, that would be.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I was just getting ready for it to not be it, you know? The furthest thing with work about like my future / career thing is it's kind of weighing on me a little bit. 'Cause I'm gonna have to wait until Thursday when he comes back from vacation. I'm gonna have to pull him aside like first thing in the morning, and it's gonna be weird. You said over 100. That could be 300 battles. You didn't say your specific number, but still lost 35 times. It's close to a 50-50. Like, if you would have told me 80%, I'll be like, okay, then I take it back. I said close. Even though I do feel a lot better after eating, I still feel a little tired. So I think like 9:20 my time, I'm gonna end stream for me. Because how long have you been streaming for, Lord?
Almost 2 hours and 30 minutes.
You're almost at the 2:30 mark. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I said you're more welcome. Obviously, I can't. I'm not trying to control your stream or stuff. I'm just saying that that's when I'm gonna end. Because I already feel like I'm gonna go to sleep soon again. It's almost like the other day when we were on a call and I almost like actually passed out on the computer. Like, I need to go.
I'm probably gonna end at the 2:30 mark with this. Probably go back to shiny hunting Lunala after.
Sable gonna go to sleep and maybe get a good lucid dream. Have you ever had a lucid dream?
No, I don't really dream, so.
It's fun when you have a lucid one. Because there have been times I woke up at 2 a.m. It's like, oh no, we're finishing this story. Back to sleep. And it could be the most obscure one.
This is my last trick.
I mean, the only way stall is good is two things. One, if you use skill swap to set up on Pokemon you know you're going to outspeed because of it. The other one is if you have...
And I did mute just now. So that's why my image is not moving. But I'm going to go ahead and end here. So thank you everybody for watching. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but Thursday I should be streaming Power World with Lumion. I'll see you guys then. Peace.